Welcome to Marks and Smarks. I'm Jose Sands. I'm here with...
Hollywood Marcus.
And
Big Ralph.
We're here to talk about wrestling, what could have been, what should have been, and what was. Well, we had an interesting week this week in wrestling. It's the, lead up to Extreme Rules, trying to get all our matches together. Now, last week they announced that there was going to be a gauntlet match, or a multi-man match, to see who can go against Brock Lesnar for the number one contendership. Then we learned from Kurt Angle this week on Raw that was canceled due to Stephanie McMahon. Of course, at this moment, then you had the Big Dog come out, and then after him you had Lashley come out. They both come do, I'm better than you, what have you done? You can't even get the stuff done from, Lesnar, And then all of a sudden...
3 years and nothing.
Huh?
That he's had 3 years and nothing.
3 years. Brock's tired of looking at your face. And, And then Bobby Lashley, what have you done? Nothing. Well, I guess he doesn't watch Impact. So, at this point, Revival come out because, they got a loss against them. So they're saying, hey, we're top guys. We could take you on. So, we get a match. The Revival versus Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. So Lashley and Reigns bicker through the whole match. They're still overpowering the Revival. Then their issues allow the Revival to take over, pounding on Lashley, strike after strike. Reigns comes back. Dawson and Dash are unable to regain control. They slow down the match. High-impact offense helps Lashley mount a comeback. Reigns and Lashley argue, leading to the Revival pouncing and Wilder rolling up the Big Dog for the upset. What do you guys think? Are you interested in a Lashley-Reigns rival?
No.
I would like Bobby Lashley to beat Roman Reigns and become that guy. I've seen his work in TNA, and he's better as a heel, that monster heel that nobody can stop. He had very valid points about what he said to Reigns, saying, hey, man, you've had 3 years. You can't get the job done. Time for you to move aside, because I'm pretty sure all the fans feel the same way. So, yeah, I will be interested in Bobby versus Reigns only if Bobby Lashley won. If Reigns was to win it and to go on to face Lesnar, I would be very disappointed.
Well, see, that's why I'm not interested in it, because I think that they're going to have Reigns win it. So I was like, no, I don't want to watch it.
Well, does it really matter who wins it when you have the Monster in the Bank waiting in the wings?
No, because Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman will be one hell of a match.
You think so?
I do.
Yeah.
If they unleash Lashley, yeah.
Well, another tag team number one contender, the B Team, Curtis Axel versus Matt Hardy. So, the B Team, to get this, parodied the Raw Tag Team Champions again backstage. So in the ring, Matt Hardy had most of the match, but then Curtis Axel tried to Matt Hardy tried to suplex Axel off the top rope. However, he slipped, and Axel pinned him. So the Leader of Worlds applaud the B Team afterwards.
Wonderful!
Wonderful! Are we interested in this? Is the B Team getting all these great wins something that we want to see? Is it just that underdog story? Are we just Rhino and Heath Slater going at it again?
Hold on, guys. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wonderful! Wonderful!
Oh my God.
I don't know why I find that so amusing.
So, are we interested in the Leader Worlds versus the B Team? Do they give it to the B Team? Are we just setting them up to fail? Do you like this win streak for them?
Go ahead. This is all you, man.
Big Ralph, I don't know. Big Ralph just doesn't doesn't. I don't. Big Ralph doesn't like the B team that much. I think maybe if you give it to them, it would be like a placeholder for hopefully AOP. But if you're just gonna give it to them and have them run with it, no.
I mean,
not interested.
You can have them win, get a rematch, then AOP come. I don't know. You also have the Revival. They just had a win against Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. That's got to mean something, right?
I don't know where they're going with that. They have Roman Reigns, from what it seems like this last Monday. They have him spread thin. They have him with Lashley, then they have him with the Revival, and then we'll get to the other part later on.
I think that I've seen Bo Dallas when he's serious, and he can go in the ring. He can wrestle. He's a very talented person in the ring. Same for Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel for a long time has been that utility guy that really hasn't given the recognition he deserves. But I mean, when everybody comes back, like The Rock, I think Lesnar did too. When other people come back into the business, the person they go to trade with is Curtis Axel. He's that good. So I think putting those two together, especially with Bray and Bo being brothers, they had that chemistry. I would say give it to the B team, man. Let them run with it. Let them see what happens.
Well, another team that was put together this
No comments?
week. I don't know. I'm all right with it. I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, they're not making it any interesting to me. I mean, it's fun, and
it is
I
what
like
it is.
it, but it's not like we're not taking it seriously. I don't know if the tag match is going to be good. It's not like I'm not interested because they're not a proven tag team either side. I mean, if you said, oh, you got the Usos going, I'm like, oh, that might be a good show, or New Day, or I don't know, anybody. But the B team and the Leader of Worlds, I mean, two singles people put together as a tag team, it kind of, I mean, I guess it works in the past, but, it doesn't work with everybody.
Just because it works sometimes doesn't mean that it's always going to work.
I just like that Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel are actually getting something.
I just wish they would have kept Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy together. Okay.
Sorry, my front door.
Some nice music.
Is that your doorbell?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I respect that.
You respect my doorbell? You better respect my door now. Door now?
Door now?
Yeah. I think with this new mic you can hear everything. I don't have anything soundproof.
That's okay. It makes for a more interesting podcast.
All right, so another interesting thing that happened this week was that Bayley was saying welcome back to Alicia Fox. And then she found out she was in a 3-on-3 bout with Sasha and Ember Moon. Now, Bayley doesn't like Sasha that much and was very in protest at this, but they're fighting the Riot Squad, so you know what? You better be on your A game. So, in the ring, Ember Moon smacks around Liv Morgan. The Riot Squad create chaos. They take advantage. Riot pins Banks. But that's not the interesting part of this match. The interesting part of this match is what happened afterward. After the pin, all of a sudden, Bayley comes out and starts beating the crap out of frickin' Sasha. And she threw her off the ring. She threw her around. I mean, is this a heel turn for Bayley? What is this?
It's not a heel turn because the crowd cheered it.
But they're in California. Of course they're going to cheer. That's almost like her hometown.
I think if they were anywhere, they would have cheered it because the reaction that she got, I was like, wow. And Sasha isn't a very sympathetic character.
Sasha looked surprised, too. It was pretty cool.
I mean, that's what she gets. She's very snottish and stuck up and just... She seems above all of it, so when Bayley did that, I was just like, yes, finally.
But see, I think that's why the people were reacting the way they were, because they're like, yes, finally they're doing something with this rivalry. Finally, we're gonna like move this along, and they're gonna face each other like they did in NXT.
I don't think Bailey works as a heel though.
I don't know if
Sasha's
it's
a
in her
much better heel.
personality, you know?
Well, we already saw Sasha as a heel, so maybe they want to shake things up and try Bailey as a heel.
I mean, look, they did Sami Zayn as a heel. It kind of worked out.
Yeah.
Because if Bailey comes out as a heel, she has to let her hair down. She has to change her wardrobe. She can't have the little two men flying at her entrance. She has to change a lot around.
Well, let's see. Maybe there's an interesting twist to this.
Maybe there'll be black inflatable inflate. Oh, I forgot. I got tongue-tied on that word.
Inflatables.
Yes. Maybe they'll be black to signify that she's heel.
Maybe.
I don't know, but after the beating, Kurt Angle said, "You know what, Bailey? You need to go to counseling because you got some anger issues." So, are we seeing a whole, like, Team Hell No type thing?
That's what I thought when I heard that. I was like,
Is she going to go show her feelings? Is she going to come back to hug her?
She might.
Or is she going to turn because therapy showed her that hugging doesn't help?
I don't know. I hope it's a lame segment like they've been doing. Like that one lame segment with, what's her name? Alexa and Bailey. That was pretty bad. If it was for Alexa, that would have been unwatchable. They've been doing some really bad therapy and corny sessions that just aren't working, so I hope this is not one of them.
All right, well, the party didn't stop because no way Jose came out at this point wanting a match with Mojo Rawley. Well, Rawley said, "Nah, not having that match and not worth my time." Then he berated all of Jose's conga line and then then clocked his rival. I mean, clocked No Way Jose. So, I mean, are we really keeping this feud going? Is anybody interested in this?
I missed that. I missed that segment completely. I decided to go do something more entertaining, and I played my video game while that segment was going on. That's how much I want that to go on.
I don't care about No Way Jose. He's a glorified Adam Rose. Only good thing about his conga line is we might get somebody like Braun Strowman that develops out of it, like Adam Rose did, because, Strowman's a rosebud, so maybe he's scouting talent, maybe he's developing talent. I don't know, but I don't care about No Way Jose.
It pretty much is Adam Rose's conga line again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
And nobody cares about No Way Jose because it's a lame gimmick, it's a dead gimmick, and stop doing it.
There is one person who does care about somebody, and that's Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman cares about Kevin Owens.
Does he?
Does he? He went to Kurt Angle and he said, "I feel bad. He just wants to be my friend. Let's do a tag team together against whoever you want." So they decide Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor and Baron Corbin. Because, why not?
No. Constable. No. As it... Stephanie McMahon appointed Constable for Raw.
Or
you have to get it right.
Or like, what is it, Marcus, you say? He's a constable and a baron?
Basically, the man with two titles.
I like that one.
It's like Jason David Frank, the guy with 3 first names. This is, Constable Baron, the guy with 2 titles.
Jeez.
Why did everybody go quiet?
Well, because it's like you got to soak that in. It's like, okay, he's got 2 titles. I mean, he hasn't had that many titles in WWE. Now he's got 2. So Angle books this match. Corbin and Finn argue in their corner during the action. Strowman and Kevin seems to be tenuous. Eventually, KO and Strowman work together, take control of the bout, fight, move to the outside, where the Monster Among Men steamrolls everybody until he crashes into the ring post. Didn't matter because Baron and Corbin fought between themselves until the referee counted them out. After the match, Owen tries to make friends with Strowman. Strowman doesn't do anything. Frickin' Owens decides, you know what, I'm getting out of here. He tries to go to valet where he finds his car turned over. So, I mean,
that's Strowman's gimmick.
I know, but I'm actually entertained. I mean, they're actually doing something with Braun Strowman and Baron and KO, and KO is playing this part like perfect. It's like amazing. Like I really feel like Kevin Owens is getting the bad end of this deal. You know, it's like he's trying, but yet Strowman is just messing with him.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, stubbed my toe. Fuck. Okay, there we go.
I think we should add like a boom right there, so we know that you did that.
Oh, that hurt.
I actually thought you were doing an impression of Braun Strowman.
No, man.
I was like, wow, he's doing an impression, and then I realized you weren't.
No, I stubbed my toe. All right, what was the question again?
I don't know. I was just commenting how much I like this angle. I like what Kevin Owens is doing. I like what Braun Strowman is doing. Seems like a lot of fun.
Oh, man. Hold on.
Hodor.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah?
Ready.
So I think that I think Strowman was a dick. I think Kevin Owens, he was being nice, he was trying, and just Strowman just like only heels do that type of stuff. Only heels like just flip over cars for no reason, and just no.
Okay, so then I'm gonna ask you this question then. Stone Cold Steve Austin pouring cement into the Corvette. That's a heelish move into Mick Mahon's Corvette.
That's why
he did that.
Because it's McMahon.
But it's a heelish move.
Very heelish.
No, but
at this point, Kevin Owens is a heel, quote unquote. He hasn't had that face turn yet.
Yeah, Matt, but come on, dude. You can't compare McMahon to Kevin Owens.
I'm not comparing. I'm comparing the actions, not the people they were done to.
You have to the person, because you wouldn't do that to Renee Young. You wouldn't pour cement in her car.
Pour what?
Cement.
Oh, okay, jeez. Woo. Thought I had to mark this as explicit.
What the hell? I said cement.
Yeah, cement. You didn't put the T, then it sounded really bad, and I didn't know what to do.
Oh, man.
Because, I mean, how much can you put in a car to make it look like it's going to overflow? Because how many guys you got standing there, giving you semen?
That's rough.
Did you go to, like, a bank where they, one of those fertility banks and be like, if you're WWE, look, I need all the semen?
What are we talking about right now?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Cement.
Yes, cement.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. You didn't even have a T. It was cement.
Whatever. You know what I meant.
I was worried. I was like, we're going off the rails, and you had to throw Renee Young, and you didn't put a T in semen.
Sorry, Renee. I'm very sorry if you listen to this, which you probably don't. No, but like I was saying, it all depends on who the action is towards. Because if it's Vince McMahon, everybody knows that he deserves it. I don't think Kevin Owens deserved it. He was being a good tag team partner and a good person Monday night, and Braun just turned against him.
Yeah, but you expect stuff like that from Braun Strowman. It's been a while since he had flipped over our car, even though we didn't see it on screen. But you still expect him to do something like that every now and again.
It's interesting when you can say in anything that we haven't seen a person flipped over a car in a while.
What the hell?
What the hell what?
Why somebody's messaging me nonstop. I need to, close the shit.
Somebody wants your attention.
They can't have it.
All right, so.
Mute it. There we go.
You think that Braun is heel?
I think he's like Ralph said, he's a Stone Cold type of person that he could just do whatever he wants and he'll get away with it and the people will like him.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about the main event then. Let's talk about the Intercontinental Champion Dolph Ziggler defending against the former champion Seth Rollins in a match that you could say was pretty much the match of the week, I guess. I mean, there's a couple of matches that probably, will fall in that. But for Raw, being the main event, it was a really good match. They went over 30 minutes. McIntyre got injected. Ejected.
Yeah, watch out now.
Yeah, I didn't want to have a Renee Young incident.
No, what did he get injected with?
I wouldn't mind a Renee. Never mind.
So he gets ejected for distractions. It looks like Seth's coming away with the win, then all of a sudden, here comes McIntyre for the save, or at least, the disqualification. Next thing you know, we got them beating up Rollins, and who should come out to save his buddy? Roman Reigns. So as Ralph pointed out earlier, do we got Reigns in 2 feuds, maybe? Do we have him against Ziggler and McIntyre with his buddy Seth and against Lashley? Or is just you got 2 weeks till Extreme Rules, so you can have a couple of interesting things happen in between.
Nah. Hollywood's going to drop knowledge on you. Are you ready?
Drop that knowledge.
First thing is, I don't like how the match ended. You have a match of that caliber, and you end it on a DQ. No, Rollins already lost the title. There's no reason for him to have a fluke loss, a quick roll-up, or distraction to a zigzag or super kick, something. He can bear to lose another match because he's not the champion, so what does it matter? Second, the only reason why Roman Reigns came out is so that he can get a babyface pop. That's the only reason why he came out. And yeah, they're still on this experiment. They're trying to get him over, and they want to pop for him. That's the only reason why.
Well, that's what I was telling Mr. Sands earlier today. That is the way to give him that pop. That is the way to make people like him, is for him to save Rollins. Now it might. I don't know if it will. What's the word? If it will weaken the Rollins character. But him coming out and saving his buddy I think it's the only way that you're gonna get Roman Reigns over.
It's not gonna last though. Every time that happens, when he comes out with the Shield, it's a pop and they like him. But as soon as he's solo again, it's back to booze. I don't think it's gonna last. It never does.
And they should make him a tag team specialist instead of a singles.
No, make him a heel like he needs to be. Everything, his mannerisms, the way he comes across, the way he talks, he's a heel, man. He's a straight heel.
How can you say he's a heel but not Strowman?
Different personalities.
But Strowman throws cars around.
No, but look at his personality, man. He's that stone cold type of face where he could just do stuff and people would cheer. With Reigns, it's his personality. He doesn't have a connection with the audience. He looks like one of those entitled douches. He's a heel. He needs to be a heel. I'm silence again.
No, I'm just saying. I guess, but even Stone Cold was, like we said earlier, was a kind of in between. He did heelish things, but he was a babyface, and you could say that Braun Strowman does that. Why can't Roman Reigns?
Because Braun Strowman has personality. Stone Cold Steve Austin had personality. Jericho has personality, who's another one that can switch between, heel and face. Roman Reigns doesn't have personality. He has one personality, and that's heel. And
right, but when he gets all fired up, when he says, the promo in the beginning with Lashley, he did pretty good on that.
He did good, but people still booed it.
It doesn't matter if people booed it. People already have that preconceived notion and want to do that. It's like the best thing to do. If you boo Reigns, then you're pretty much going forward and cheering him at the same time. And it's like that Cena suck stuff. Or you suck with Kurt Angle. It's almost like endearment in any way.
Do you really believe that? Are you trying to be adversarial?
No, I just think that it's the cool thing to do. If you say Roman... look at freaking the greatest Royal Rumble. Those guys were saying Reigns sucks. Roman Reigns sucks. And, do they really hate Reigns? Or is it just because we here always say Roman Reigns sucks?
You know what? I guarantee you, if you turn him heel for a year, right, and then have him come out and make a big save like turn him heel for a year, have either Dean Ambrose or Seth Rollins be in trouble. They're getting beat up. They don't know. They're just getting their butts handed to them. After the year, have Roman Reigns run out, jump in the ring, and then everybody's looking at Roman like, which side are you going to pick? Are you going to pick the Shield or are you going to pick us? Who are you going to help? He's already heel at this point. If he decided to help the Shield, the pop that you would have for him will be tremendous. And then at that point, you could turn him face, and it would actually work.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. I mean, I don't think that's where they're gonna go. I mean, there's rumors that Dean Ambrose is gonna go heel when he comes back. So, if anybody's gonna shake up the Shield, it's gonna be him.
I mean, he could. He does have a legitimate reason to turn heel. He could blame Seth Rollins for his injury.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do see him heel.
And where the hell is Elias?
Well, Elias just lost, so you gotta put another person in the program.
No, he's out doing his concerts.
Oh, that's right. He's on tour.
Sold out arenas all
Wow.
across the world.
So is he the world champion of concerts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the new Mr. Worldwide.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You know what? He might be represented by Titus O'Neil for all we know.
I doubt it.
You doubt it.
I doubt it.
All right.
They dropped Dana Brooke, so yeah, I don't know.
Well, all right. So that's what happened on Raw. Let's move to SmackDown. SmackDown starts out with the Miz and his Miz TV bringing out the Bludgeon Brothers to kind of recap on what happened between the Bludgeon Brothers and Daniel Bryan and himself, of course, getting that quick win in the Gauntlet match. As this whole segment is going on, Daniel Bryan comes out and says he wants to challenge one of the Bludgeon Brothers to a match. The match is made, and it happens at the main event. After this, one of the highlight matches was Rusev, who's the number one contender to go against AJ Styles' WWE title, goes against one of the New Day in Xavier Woods. I thought this match was actually pretty good between Woods and Rusev. Showed Woods off, showed Rusev. They had a good back and forth. But unfortunately, a Machka kick to the accolade. Rusev wins. And then after that, he cuts a promo on AJ Styles. Are we actually seeing a good push for Rusev? And do we believe he can beat AJ? Now, during the match, the commentators are kind of saying how Woods is the same build, same height as it, and this is what he has to contend with. But, I mean, really, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, a person is a person. A good person can have a good day or a bad day.
Rusev Fudria, Rusev Machka.
I think. Go ahead.
I mean, they can say that, what's his name? Xavier Wood is the same kind of style as AJ, but there is a reason why AJ is the phenomenal one. There is no training for him, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean? You can't train for Rusev?
No, you can't train for AJ.
For AJ.
Because they were saying Rusev said this was going to be a warm-up match for AJ Styles because they're the same build.
Dude, AJ is leagues ahead of
Woods.
Woods.
Yeah, but Woods looks Woods look pretty good.
Wood looks what?
We got Wood, we got Cement. We don't know what's going on in this podcast.
Wood looked extremely good.
Woods.
Woods. Xavier, Mr. X.
PhD.
He looked great, but he's not phenomenal.
No, AJ's on a different level. I think if you wanna book this the right way and you want AJ to legitimately look like he's in danger, until the pay-per-view, I would have Rusev go back to his old ways when he first debuted, and I would have him just wreck people left and right. If you do that, when you get to the pay-per-view, people might actually think, damn, AJ might lose his title. AJ, Rusev is a serious contender. If you have matches where Rusev's opponents look somewhat competitive, or they look like, hey, he might pull this off against Rusev, then it kind of diminishes what Rusev can do against AJ. So for the next couple of weeks, just have Rusev just steamroll through people.
I don't see a problem with that. I would be okay with that. You don't even have to have Champ out. Champ sees a match with Rusev in it, a couple of things. He doesn't even have to wrestle. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, man. Because AJ is on a different level, and everybody knows he's on a different level. He's that good to where when people are going to wrestle AJ, you're like, well, he can't beat AJ. So for Rusev to have that threat level, he needs to be booked strong. And I don't think they're going to do it. They probably might have him go 50-50 matches with people, but no, man, just have him wreck.
All right.
It all depends on who he goes 50-50 matches with.
I mean, who? AJ?
No,
Rusev?
Rusev, yeah.
I mean, you have him go against the Ty Dillinger or, who else is out there? It's one of those guys that are
Kurt
out
Hawkins.
there. Hawkins is on Raw. But, one of those guys, that should do it for you.
Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Is he hurt?
Is he on Raw?
Is he hurt?
Or is he on Smackdown?
I think he's on Raw.
Because I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, well, they don't. Those guys, unfortunately, don't get any screen time. Or TV time.
Rip.
So another champion who was supposed to have a championship match this week was Jeff Hardy, the U.S. champion. Fortunately, Shinsuke Nakamura, as they announced, had an injury. We found out that injury is a police dog bite.
Got him.
So, not 100% sure on how that happened, but it happened, and, we don't have Shinsuke.
Like I told Hollywood earlier this week, it was a Colombian dog.
Damn.
Oh, God.
And I only say this because since I watched the World Cup, Japan beat Colombia, and it's a joke.
Hey, you better be careful before the Russians come and get you. Like they did that
I don't know about that. You better watch yourself.
They deported that guy and took away his tickets and everything.
Oh, yeah. But I'm not in Russia, so I can joke like that.
Putin don't care.
Yeah. The Russians don't care.
And Russian
They'll come get you. They've gotten people in different countries all over the place.
What is he going to do? Hack my account? Take the little cents that I have in my bank account?
You don't understand.
The
in
pennies.
Russia, podcast plays you. You don't play the podcast.
For anybody in Russia, I just want to point out that it was all Big Ralph who said all this, and not myself or Hollywood. So if you have anything, it's Big Ralph at
Geekly.com.
Geekly.com.
Yeah.
So,
what were we talking about again?
We're talking about Jeff Hardy and how he didn't have he decided that since he had no opponent because of Shinsuke Nakamura getting bit by a dog, he did a U.S. Open challenge, and who should answer that call but Eric Young of Sanity. So at one point, they're having a great match. All of a sudden, in the middle of the match, the Usos, not the Usos come out to do confront
Usos
Sanity.
are something else.
Yeah, Usos are little bears.
Yes.
But these aren't bears. This is the penitentiary you got going here, and they're running it. So the Usos come out. They're upset because of what happened last week on due to Sanity. So they go and attack Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane. Then all of a sudden, all chaos breaks out, and now we've got Jeff Hardy and the Usos versus Sanity. It's crazy. I mean, how can they call themselves Sanity when they are just chaos?
I think that's the whole point of it.
Oh, is that the oxymoron they got going on there?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, all right. Well, then we have this 3-on-3 match.
Literally, you can't spell insanity without sanity. So.
Oh my God! I think my mind just got blown.
I see what you did there.
So we got this match. The match is actually looking pretty good. Killian Dane gets like
Dude,
8
Dane is
super
crazy.
kicks. What?
Dude, he's crazy. Killian Dane's crazy, though.
Yeah,
man.
it's nuts. He gets like 8 super kicks. The only one I'm saying it's 8 because it's like 2 Usos at the same time. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So, right, gets knocked out, right? Then
He got his own super kick party.
yeah, he had his own super kick party. Then all of a sudden, chaos ensues. And then we've got, Hardy delivering a swanton bomb to score the victory out of nowhere. Most of the time, Hardy was on the ring apron, and it's been reported that he's working hurt. So there's that.
When is he not hurt, though?
Since he's been back, he's been hurt. For the guy who hasn't gotten hurt like majority of his career, doing like ridiculous stunts, he's got a bad ankle now or something.
How old is Jeff Hardy?
He's like 40.
Yeah, he's got to be at least in his 40s.
Yeah.
Probably early 40s.
I could have sworn it was later 40s.
I don't know.
Jeff Hardy, he's 40. His birthday's August 31st.
So,
He'll be 41 in
Jeez.
a few months.
with the
damn,
40 to 31.
That was way off.
Matt Hardy's 43.
Yeah, well, that's why he's the younger brother.
Cena's 41.
All right, so let's jump to the main event, which we got Daniel Bryan versus Harper, not Luke. No Luke anymore. He's just Harper.
This is Harper.
So, match is going good. Luke Harper looks like he's taking advantage of Daniel Bryan. All of a sudden, a big DDT, I think it's turning. Not a big D, a big DDT. You know what? This is it. We're rotating. You guys need to do the whole recap thing, and I can comment on the side.
Wow.
I'm good. I didn't laugh.
You know what? This is like, So, a big DT, allowed Bryan to find, get ahead, separation, goes for the ass lock, then all of a sudden, Rowan comes in, breaks it up so he doesn't tap out. Bludgeon Brothers start beating the crap out of Daniel Bryan, beating him down. Next thing you know, you hear the... Or Hollywood, you got the sound cue already up?
No, but I can't. Hold on.
Since you're being sound cue guy?
Hold on. Here we go. Ready?
Then you hear this.
Oh, wait, wrong one.
It worked. No, but that's fine. I like the thing. It was all right. Anyways, here comes Kane. What's he doing there? Is he going to beat up Bryan? Is he going to beat up the Bludgeons? He ends up beating the Bludgeons. Gets them all out. In the middle of the ring. Stands in front of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan doesn't know what to think. All of a sudden, he puts his arms out looking for a hug. And Daniel Bryan gives him a hug. After that whole exchange, you have Paige come out and said, you know what? I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me by. So, Team Hell No versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the Smackdown Tag Team Champions at Extreme Rules.
I have a question regarding that.
What do you think?
Do you think that it's fair that they get the tag team title match?
Yeah, I'm all right with it.
I mean, they skipped a whole bunch of people. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, you hotshot them right to the titles? Why?
Oh, because there's blood, bad blood. Bludgeon started this. Nobody knows why. Just wanted to pick on Bryan.
Yeah,
because he interrupted their march back to the back. That's why.
Well, then Bludgeons are just being petty.
He disrespected them.
Is it disrespect? I mean, he was up next.
I mean, I don't know. Bludgeons don't need an excuse with their Bludgeon Brothers.
Right, so, I mean, why not?
I
Also,
guess.
you get Kane back, you get that dynamic. It's kind of fun.
I don't think they win the titles, though, because Kane's going to be mayor in a few weeks.
Oh, you with the mayor stuff. Let me ask you guys, did you get a chill when you heard the Kane music come on?
No.
I did.
I did.
I wasn't expecting him to come out.
I knew he was going to come out because Mr. Sands called it.
I did, but, we call these things, and we don't know, they could change.
I kind of figured
you've called a couple things, and you're down in points. So.
Oh, you had to bring
go
it up.
there. You know what? I'm gonna do my Santeria, and then freaking, on Colombia. So you're out of the World Cup.
That's fine. I'll just play this podcast for a certain person that will shank you.
He's gonna do la Brujeria.
La Rija?
No, Brujeria.
Is that like that song?
Brujeria.
Like La Blue, La Rija.
Ralph said it. Listen to
Brujeria.
Ralph's. Yeah,
Brujia. La Rija.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Can I go to bed now?
No, we got like 2 more things to go over.
All right.
Did you guys have any more comments on SmackDown? I actually had chills. Like when Kane's music hit, it got me like, oh wow, I actually popped for that.
Yeah.
The crowd, that was like the biggest pop of the week.
I think so. Yeah.
I think the biggest pop was for as far as SmackDown goes. I think it was Bailey. Not Bailey. What the hell?
Yeah.
The biggest pop on SmackDown was for Becky Lynch, actually.
Was it?
Becky Lynch got a huge pop.
She did. She got a lot of chance, but her match was like, eh.
We forgot to mention Mr. Nochin coming out and calling out Asuka.
Right, you got the match now between James Ellsworth and Asuka. I didn't know if it was a big point to make, so I kind of went, I don't know.
It's not a big point to make, but it's a I hope he gets wrecked kind of.
Oh no, he'll get wrecked.
Unless the champ gets involved.
The last
maybe.
person he fought was Becky Lynch, and she wrecked him.
Yeah, no, he's there. He's there to get his butt kicked by a bunch of women.
I wouldn't mind.
You got nothing else going, right?
Damn, man.
Especially you get wrecked by Becky Lynch. You're okay about that, is right?
Yeah, I'm
Right.
fine with that.
All right, no more comments.
Nah.
Nah.
It's been an week.
Yeah.
Oh, they finalized the deals for Fox. Oh.
You know what time
All
it
right.
is? It's time for Jose Sands 205 Live Update.
Damn, that sounded. I don't even know.
Figured you're doing all the sound effects. Why can't I?
Hey, man, do what you gotta do. Do your thing.
Did anybody watch?
I watched up to Leo Rush.
Wow.
That's really the only reason why I watched, because of Leo Rush.
I watched up to the main event.
Oh, you actually watched it?
Yeah.
But you
But-
can't watch NXT. Wow.
But you didn't watch the main event.
I did not watch the main
So
event.
you watched up to Leo Rush.
I just didn't want to say the same thing Hollywood did, though.
All right, so 205 Live saw 3 matches. We got Tony Nese versus Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa got the win over Toby Nese, putting him back on top, which was nice because we need to see Akira to get a nice win. Then we had the debuting Lilo Rush versus
Lilo.
Dewey James. And this match was just to highlight what Lilo can do.
Do you call him Lilo?
Yeah,
Lilo, yeah.
it's
Isn't
Lilo.
Isn't it Leo?
Now you got me confused. I thought it was Lilo. Lilo.
No, it's Leo, Lio.
Now I got to ask the Google machine.
I'm telling
I'm
you.
asking the Google machine. Yeah, it's Leo. Lio.
Oh, wow. All right, so I typed it wrong. So Leo.
He's not from
But he's
Lilo.
not. Does he look? He doesn't look like a tiger.
What?
Isn't Leo a tiger? Or lion?
Leo's
his-
a lion.
Right?
His real name is Lionel Gerard Green.
Lionel?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, he should stick with Leo.
Lionel Gerard Green.
Well,
Yeah.
the lion that rushes fought Dewey James, right? Does a frog splash, gets the win. You know, did a little promo. Were you impressed since you
I
both
was.
saw that match?
Extremely impressed. I was like, oh, look at this guy move. Like, he's really awesome.
I mean, he would embody a cruiserweight, wouldn't he?
Yeah, it's like he,
Yeah.
the way he
I
moved
was-
around the ring, I'm just like, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, man.
He
There
just
it
went,
is.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. There it is.
Was he so fast that when he stopped, you went, oh, there it is. Oh, wait, there it is. He's on the ropes. Frog splash. There he
It's
is.
like, oh, he was in the other turnbuckle. Oh, there he is.
There it is.
Hey, man. I was highly entertained by what I saw. I might watch 205 Live now more religiously than
Then
he's on it.
Yeah, I've heard that before. We have it on tape.
I know because I said it on tape.
I know, but, you know. All right, so the last match of the main event was Brian Kendrick, or the Brian Kendrick, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak.
I don't know what's going on in
I don't know. My mouth is all tongue-tied. Versus the Lucha House Party. It was an elimination tag match. Ended up, the last two was Gulak and Kalisto. Gulak made him Kalisto tap out, and he was the last man standing. They're really pushing Gulak. I like what they're doing. I like the match. I mean, as far as their main events, they've had better. But to push the Drew Gulak character to where it's going, where he's trying to make it no high flying, no nothing in 205 Live, I really like that character, and a lot of the people who do watch 205 Live do. So eventually that man's going to have the title. It's just a matter of when. I think they're going to keep it on Cedric for a while, and then they're going to have him go against Gulak, and Gulak is going to win. But not for a while.
Up, Cedric versus what's his kid's name? What's Kenta's name?
Oh,
It's
Hideo
Itami.
Hideo.
That's the
Yeah.
next match. That's what they're going to do. I think it's Extreme Rules. Did they say that?
I don't know because they're not consistent with what they do with the cruiserweights anymore. So I don't know.
I don't think they set up the match yet. I think Maverick he's like, oh, I'll take it into consideration.
I think that's where they're headed. I
That's
think
kind
it's
of
heading to
like
Tommy.
says maybe, and that
Yeah.
maybe means yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Triple H is doing great with this. I'm very excited. This whole, you got to watch it. It's very good. I would watch it after WrestleMania, not the stuff before. Even though the stuff before was good, but you could see the difference between the product that was when they first started to what they have now.
I think they needed that.
So our resident NXT guy, Mr. Hollywood,
Your boy Hollywood.
you want to let us know what's going on in NXT?
All right, Candice LeRae beat Lacey Evans in a good match. Candice, I love Candice. Lacey is growing on me. I think she has a lot more to improve on, but Candice did really good, and I'm happy she got her win back. Johnny Gargano he's trying to get another match with Ciampa, but William Regal sent out a tweet. He needs to get over Ciampa, and he needs to move on to something else. I think he's going to cause interference and a distraction. I think he's going to cause Ciampa the NXT title because Ciampa is going to be Aleister Black's next opponent for the title. So Ciampa, Aleister's cutting a promo. Ciampa comes out, interrupts him, and pretty much says, "Hey man, I'm done with Gargano. I want your title. We're going to have a match, and I'm going to take your title." So it's going to be, I think, Gargano causing interference like Ciampa did to him in his title match. I wouldn't put it past NXT or Triple H to book it that way and then have one final match with Gargano and Ciampa. I don't know what type of match it will be because they've pretty much done everything, unless it's in Hell in a Cell. NXT's first Hell in a Cell, I'm thinking. Undisputed Era won a three-way match between Ricochet and Birch and Lorcan. So I'm pretty sure they're going to get their titles back soon. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a rematch shortly coming up. There really wasn't much else besides that. It was a good show, good, solid wrestling show. They moved along a couple storylines like I described, but you're running the mill NXT show, which probably my favorite wrestling show of the week.
The best match was the Ricochet Mustache Mountain versus the Undisputed match, which you mentioned.
Yeah, that was a good match.
And like we were all, I don't know, you probably read it, but I was surprised.
Wait,
that
did I say Birch and Lorcan? It wasn't Birch and Lorcan, it was Mustache Mountain.
Yeah, you know what? I thought you said Birch and Lorcan, but I thought maybe I was wrong.
No, you were right. I said Birch and Lorcan.
Yeah, because they have the titles now, right at the moment.
I don't know why I said that, but whatever. It's all good.
Because the two bald guys with the two guys with the mustache, they're kind of similar.
They are.
They got the same body type, they're the same look, right?
The same movesets.
Yeah, movesets.
It's easy to get them confused.
I would get them confused. I would.
What's your match of the week?
I actually like the Intercontinental match for the week.
No, I mean,
you mean the main event of the week? That's what we call it here? Is that what we're going to do?
That's what we're doing right now.
Is that what we're doing right now?
Mr.
NXT?
Because I'm getting trolled, so...
About what? You just got two similar teams mixed up. It's understandable. It's like the Revival and the Deleter of Worlds. Who could tell them apart?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I got something for that. You ready?
Go.
What the hell? Ow. What's happening right now? Why is that playing? Stop.
Oh. You getting Kane out here? Is that what you're saying?
Why is it doing that? I wasn't even on that video when it started playing. I don't understand what the hell just happened. What's going on? Stop.
See, all your musical cues are coming back to bite you.
Wow. I don't know what happened. So you said the Revival, right?
The Revival beginning goes to say yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Go. Come on. Revival. REVIVAL.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're waiting. The suspense is killing us.
You didn't hear it?
No, we heard nothing.
All right, hold on.
It's going to be Kane again, isn't it?
No, it ain't. There we go.
That was it? That's what we waited for? Okay.
Yeah, Cody said it.
Okay, well. Maybe we should get you off the soundboard, man.
No, man. Say your thing. 'Cause I got something for your match too.
Oh, okay. Well, if you have any comments about This Week in Wrestling, please visit ugeekly.com. That's ugeekly.com. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Leave a blog. Leave a message. Who knows? Anything. We'll let you know. Let us know what you think. Now, this week and every week, one of us picks a current or old school match for us to review. And that match is the main event of the week.
Yeah!
This week, it was my pick. So this week, what I decided is that last week we talked about the passing of Leon White, who is the Big Van Vader. And in it, I realized I had never watched any WCW or New Japan things regarding Vader, so I decided to look back and see. And by golly, New Japan had an idea. On their YouTube page, they decided they were going to put a free match of the week. Well, the free match this week was Big Van Vader versus Stan Hansen at the 90s Super Fight in the Tokyo Dome. Yes, it's time. So I said, let's watch that match because I've never seen it. Now, we all know the New Japan style is totally different from the WWE style. If you ever watch those matches, you see that it is very real. Or they set the whole scene as real. I mean, it's like if you're seeing a UFC, if you're seeing a boxing match, you're going into these expecting. Now, these two guys are just big bulls. And I would think that if I ever saw Big Van Vader outside, he would probably be a monster and scare the living crap out of me. But that's not what scared me in this match. The fact that these two hit each other with the elbows, you just saw their heads rock. Not just that, but the fact that the man's eyeball popped out of its socket. He took his mask off and popped it back in will show you why these guys were how they were back then, where, like they said, you were injured, you still wrestled, the man popped his eye back in and finished the match. To a double count out, double count out.
He was a manly man.
He was a mountain of the man. Actually, he could probably have been on Mustache Mountain with Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have been.
I mean,
we need to remember something here.
What are we remembering?
When they had this match, Vader was the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
That's right. I think it's a very short list of
Gaijin.
Americans. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't want to say it incorrectly. I knew it was something like that, but say it again.
Gaijin.
Gaijin wrestlers who hold that title. So for him to be one of them is very prestigious and very honorable. You know, you have to, and like I think Hollywood was talking to me about, if you really look down Vader's resume, he's got a pretty impressive championship resume.
Let me see, 2-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, 3-time WCW World Champion. He's in really, like you said, a short list of Americans or Gaijin who've won the IWGP title.
Well,
I'm thinking Scott Norton, Vader.
I'm going to show my ignorance here. Is Gaijin mostly American? Because is Finn Balor considered a Gaijin?
Gaijin is anyone who's not Japanese.
Right, so you can't say just in America.
That's why I corrected myself.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah. So, I mean, think about it. You got Scott Norton, Kenny Omega, Vader, AJ, who else?
Prince Devitt.
He wasn't the heavyweight champion.
No? All right.
There was one more person.
I think we saw Hulk Hogan have it for a minute.
That was disputed.
Right. So I don't know if it really counts.
Lesnar, Kenny, Vader.
Lesnar had it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I think those 5 people. I'm missing one more, but it'll come back to me eventually.
So, I mean, if you want to see 2 big, like, sweaty monsters just beat the living crap out of each other to the point where they pop an eye out, this would be the match for you. Not the fact, and only the fact that the man Vader is so big that he moves around like a freaking cruiserweight and jumps off moonsault freaking off top ropes. I mean, this guy is amazing. I'm kind of upset that I have to really look at his body of work after he has passed to actually see it, but I guess that's how it is sometimes.
Oh man, I was all about Vader in the 90s. When I first seen, I was a little kid when he came out against Sting. When he came out against Ric Flair, I was like, "Dude, who is this guy?" Like, he's just wrecking people left and right. I loved it.
And then when you hear the stories on how Sting, was getting beat up night after night by Vader, if you watch this match, you could see why. Because man, I think when I started it, I was with Hollywood, and I started. I was just like, look at these guys just banging each other. Look at the forearms, and man, it's like they're holding nothing back. And then next thing we know, he's putting his eye back in.
As soon as he did that, I was done. I'm like, I'm done.
I know. And this one tries to run away because I can't watch this. No, his eye's coming out. It's like, what the hell?
No,
I had to finish the match on my own because this one ran away.
I didn't run away. I just went back to work.
Yeah, you ran away. That was like, I'm glad you finished your food because you'd be like, I'm out of here.
I saw it by myself. I thought it was a good match. I was like,
I even warned you. I said, his eye's going to pop out.
Yeah. But I was impressed by the fact that he was able to pop it back in and he just stayed wrestling.
Yeah.
Now, it looked like he had a baseball on his eye.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, like that man has some cojones to be able to do that.
I have to say that kind of goes to show you that New Japan doesn't care what they put up on YouTube. Because they put a match where the guy's freaking eye pops out and then pushes it back in. That's crazy.
Now on that, I do think that WWE has a leg up on them, because I don't think WWE would let him wrestle with his eye popped out.
Yeah.
I think
this is the 90s though, so WWE was different back then.
Well, I mean, I meant WWE now, like
WWE now would.
The way we are now.
We're talking about the 20-year anniversary of Foley falling off a cell, so with his tooth in his nose. So I think they've done it before.
Yeah, but I do remember in an interview, Foley did say that when he went back and in a stretcher, that Mick Mahon told him, "Hey, don't ever do that again."
Oh, no, of course, because it was dangerous. He doesn't want anybody to die. Jesus. Listen, don't do that again. I think that should go without saying.
I would hope so.
Oh, no. There are some people that are like, yeah, I'll do it again, as long as it gets me the, fan reaction.
That's not good.
I don't know, if you guys were in WWE and you wanted to get yourself over, would you do a stupid stunt like that just to get over?
No, because if I'm hurt, even if I do get over, I can't stay over, so no.
Well, I mean, he walked away, so you
barely.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't even the fall off the top of the Hell in the Cell that caused the injury. It was the one that when it broke in the middle.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's the one that broke the camel's back.
Or the Foley's back. Are you looking for Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch's theme music?
Nah, man, why would I do that?
I don't know. You have a thing with Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch.
Next year.
Because
I get a question every day. Every day.
This is JR.
Something, either on Twitter at JR BBQ or on Facebook or Instagram, some of those crazy things about Cell 1998.
Yep, E28.
And next year will be 20 years of that whole memory. It's amazing. It's amazing that it hasn't waned. And I think social media helps keep it alive.
Are we going to sit and listen to another podcast through the rest of this?
Nah, but I'm trying to,
What are you trying to get at?
It was relevant, so I just put it up there. You know what I'm talking about?
Sometimes no, to be honest.
Hey, man, I'm providing
low video quality for me to try to raise up in the editing process?
Yeah, man, all that stuff. Good God Almighty, he's broken in half.
Yeah. Well, that's the match of the week. The match of the week is Vader and Stan Hansen. Go check it out. It's on the YouTubes.
Wait, Joe, hold on.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh God. Oh God. Well, thank you for listening. We're part of the Unique Geek Network, so look for us on that website we said earlier, ugeekly.com. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook under Marks and Smarks. We're on Podbean and Apple Podcasts, so please subscribe and leave a comment. Give us a rating of 5 stars would be appreciated so people can actually find this podcast.
Yeah, man, I would really appreciate it because I do a lot of work on the website and I need to be validated and vindicated. So please.
Well, I'll validate you. I like it.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Okay, I see how it is.
Until next time, I'm Jose What?
Let's say this before we sign off.
Uh-huh.
If you beat me at the next pay-per-view, I'll validate.
Ooh. Wait, the pay-per-view, so not the overall.
Not the overall, just the next pay-per-view.
I think you could do it, Marcus.
I got him.
I think so.
You got
too.
him. You know what? I'm believing in you in this.
You know what? You know what, Big Ralph? Come at me.
Come. Ooh. We got a throwdown, everybody.
I'm not even mad. Come at me.
No, you can't be mad. He's right. You can do this, Marcus. I believe in you.
Oh, I know I can, and I will.
You want some help? I can help you out on
I don't need no help.
Oh, okay. Just,
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
No, what you're saying. We'll see about that.
I'm not. Come at me. I got Apollo on my side.
He's on everyone's type but mine.
Yeah, well. He does that to spite you.
Yep.
All right, so until next time, I'm Jose Sands. I'm here with the Vindicated.
Hollywood Marcus.
And the man who will always root for Colombia and sometimes Argentina.
Big Ralph.
Saying, see you next time.
Laters.
Later. Oh.